First you chose a college. Now you're looking for a medical school. A respected institution that offers solid professional training, practical hands-on experience, and a healthy dose of inspiration. A school that sees ethnic diversity as an asset, not an obligation, in a community that's alive and receptive to diversity. The University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine is just such a school. Pitt, consider it.
My wife was sold on Pittsburgh the minute we drove in. It was about 11 o'clock at night, and we drove through the Fort Pitt Tunnel, and we got through, and there was lots of lights, and she thought the city was excellent from that point on.
Minority students here would find Pittsburgh a very secure place to be, I think. There is a firm commitment to increasing the number of minority faculty here and to providing experiences and an environment here that's very supportive to minority students. The patient population here is heterogeneous, but it also includes a significant population from the minority neighborhoods. And I think it's overall the experience is a very good one.
I think the students are very excited and pleasantly surprised when they enter medical school here and find that we have an integrated curriculum in which they learn all the aspects of any particular tissue in an integrated system. Our museum is one of the most highly developed in the country, and certainly when residents go and start surgery, even though they've taken gross anatomy some years before, they return to our anatomy laboratory where they can look, touch, move, and rotate things in a comfortable situation where they're not dealing with the patient.
As these students have learned, Pitt takes its commitment to excellence and to equal opportunity seriously. African Americans have been admitted to Pitt's medical school since the early years of the 20th century, as long ago as 1906. Today, approximately 10% of the students are from this ethnic group, and that holds true across all 4 years. Dr. George M. Bernier, Jr. is the dean of the medical school.
The School of Medicine at Pitt is an extraordinary place. It has an incredible faculty. The institution as a whole, in terms of its clinical capabilities, is really one of the world's leading medical centers. It's really critical to the school that we have a diversified student body, that we have through the school year very active program to follow the progress of our minority students, to give them help when they need help, to be sure that they're going to have every opportunity to succeed.
To help ensure that students succeed, Pitt alumni volunteer their time as mentors. Practicing physicians like Dr. Adair take a personal interest in medical students. In informal meetings throughout the school year, they share experiences and offer advice and encouragement.
This year I was elected the first year president of my class, and by being involved with that, I've been able to interact with many of my classmates and to just deal with issues pertaining to medicine, not necessarily through the books, but ethical issues or financial issues, whatever, to ease the burden of worrying about what I'm going to study for in the next exam.
I've been able to meet new people, and some of my close friends are active in the Student National Medical Association, and we do gather on a social basis also, be it going to church or going to parties or doing whatever. And so it has served as that outlet for me. We have done multiple blood pressure screenings. We have participated in churches and other type of health issues. We are presently working on an AIDS project designed to increase the awareness, in particular, of pregnant mothers in terms of AIDS and AIDS transmission to neonates.
In fact, Pitt medical students do become residents of the Pittsburgh community while they are here. So, matters like housing, schools, and churches, as well as entertainment opportunities, become important considerations.
There's lots of concerts, lots of sporting events, and the class usually arranges a lot of activities, so there's always something that you can do to get away from the education aspect. A lot of the housing that's made available for students is on the bus line, so it's really easy accessing to the city. Once you get to Oakland, everything is really close, so you don't have to worry about getting from hospital to hospital.
The city is very exciting at this particular point, and it gives the student an opportunity to get involved in exciting things other than just the medical education, and I think from a total educational perspective, that's particularly ideal.
Pittsburgh is often called the biggest small town in the country. When it comes time for clinical rotations, students find that the same is true of the medical school. Within a few blocks radius of the school, Pitt students can serve rotations at the largest private obstetrical hospital in the United States, at the area's leading hospital devoted exclusively to pediatrics, at a major research and treatment center for mental illness, and a tertiary care general hospital which has become the world's leading organ transplant center. Or they can choose to work in any of a number of community hospitals in and around the city.
A lot of the hands-on experience I was able to obtain, I know now that I want to go into OB because I learned so much, you know, in the labor and delivery suite. And I was telling everyone I delivered my first baby, and I mean, it was just a great feeling, you know.
Well, I try to establish as much contact as I can personally by at least trying to make myself known to the medical students and be there for whatever help I can offer. Our liver program is very intense. Last year we did 560 liver transplantations in the year, plus about 260 kidneys. And so what that means is that you're here basically every day of the week, plus weekends and every night.
These are the halls where Peter Safar and Thomas Starzl and Jonas Salk have walked down, and those people have always been on the cutting edge of research and clinical medicine. It's forced me to work a little harder to make me want to be one of those people, so maybe years from now someone can say, well, I can walk down the halls that Leon Haley walked down.
Our program is much more than the 4 years that our students spend here. Hi, I'm Dr. Nancy Washington, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs and Director of Minority Programs. Our support for students is strong. We are proud of our city, school, students, and efforts. If you are looking for a good place, an exciting program, and a comfortable community, we say, Pitt. Consider it.
Pitt, Center of Research, Center of top-flight medical care, Center of medical education for more than a century. Pitt, shouldn't you consider it as you plan your future as a physician?